Quick question for you guys. Do you set boundaries for yourself? Get in the comments below and type a yes or no, because I'd love to know. I have struggled with setting boundaries for most of my life, and I feel that's because I've been a people pleaser for most of my life. And that's something that I've also struggled with for a long time, is people pleasing, and I think the two tie in together. I feel the reason why I am, or was, a people pleaser was because when I was younger I was physically abused and verbally abused. That's okay. I've forgiven the person. I understand where it was coming from, and it actually had nothing to do with me. And that's part of the spiritual journey, is, learning about why other people do the things they do, and it's really got nothing to do with you at all. It's part of their own trauma and their own wounds that they're projecting onto you. I think when I was around 9, my entire friendship group stopped talking to me. Full silent treatment. Spoke to them, they'd just ignore me, walk past me, wouldn't acknowledge me. So that was pretty hard. And it actually happened again when I was around 15 or 16. Same thing, friendship group, they just stopped talking to me, got the silent treatment. So with the physical abuse, the verbal abuse, having a friendship group stop talking to you, and amongst other traumas and wounds that I've gone through, that really hurt me, and it was very painful and heartbreaking. And feeling that, because I felt it so deeply, I didn't want anyone else to feel that pain or feel hurt. So I feel that's part of the reason, amongst other things, that I went through life being a people pleaser, because I just did not want people to feel that pain that I felt. And that's why I didn't set any boundaries, because I was afraid if I communicated my truth, I spoke what was important to me, that I might hurt the other person or I might offend the other person. So I was putting their needs, their feelings, before my own. That's why boundaries and setting boundaries is important, because you need to put yourself first. It's not selfish. So as I said, it's something I've struggled with, and I've been implementing it, and I find it hard sometimes to set a boundary because it's new. However, I am patient with myself, and I understand that it's something that I don't normally do. So it's going to take time to implement that. So what does a boundary look like for me? So a boundary might be, you might set a boundary when someone is acting a certain way around you that is disrespectful to your value or values. So that is an important time to set a boundary with that person, whether it be a friend, your partner, your parents, anyone. And it's important that you do that, because you are looking after yourself by putting that boundary in place. If that person disrespects that boundary, you need to let them know again. However, if they keep continuing to disrespect that boundary that you've put in place, you need to pay less attention, give less energy to that person, or you may need to remove that person entirely from your energy. This can be very difficult, very hard to do. Trust me, because I have done this, and it is hard and it takes time. However, it is so important for you to be able to do that, to set those boundaries, because it allows you to become aware of who the right people are to have in your life. Because if you set that boundary and that person respects that boundary, that is a person that you want in your life. You may set a boundary because of the way someone speaks to you, the language that they direct at you. If you're not happy with the way they're speaking to you, politely ask them that they no longer speak to you that way. You may want to be vulnerable in that moment and share with them how it makes you feel. Express your emotions, which is also healthy, and see how they respond, or they may react, and just sit back and observe. Okay? Because it's going to tell you a lot about whether or not that person should be in your life. Now, what I've found is, since I've been setting boundaries for myself, I've weeded out those people. However, what's been most important for me and my spiritual journey and my journey is that I've put myself first, and I've communicated my truth. And yeah, it felt uncomfortable, and it feels uncomfortable when I'm doing it because it's new. However, as I said earlier, I'm patient with myself. So if you guys are out there and you haven't set any boundaries before, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. It's going to be up and down. You're going to have times where you're in a situation and someone disrespects you, or is speaking to you in a manner that you do not like, and you just forget, or you think in your mind, you're like, oh, this is when I should set the boundary, and you stutter and you don't even get it out. Don't worry, because that's what happened to me. I had to keep trying, and I had to keep showing up. Just enjoy the process, and eventually you're going to get there. As I said, I'm still working on it, and that's fine. However, it's really going to help you take your power back and stand in your power. And you're going to feel really good about yourself. And you're going to feel good about standing up for yourself, because how they respond or react to you setting that boundary has got nothing to do with you. That is for them to deal with. That's their emotions. So don't take on their emotions. Don't take on what they're projecting upon you. Just remember that this is your boundary. That's fair. And if they respect it, beautiful. If they don't, give them less attention, or step back and remove them from your life. So what I want you guys to do today and over the next couple of days, or whenever, is I want you to start implementing some boundaries, some important things that are important to you, that you want people, how you want people to show up, how you want people to speak to you, how you want people to act around you. I want you to set that boundary today. And if you don't get it out, it's all good. As I said, I've struggled with it. Just keep trying to get it out, okay? And eventually you'll be able to set that boundary. So hope this has helped you guys. Peace and love. Have a beautiful day.